Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 20th to June 26th, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To uncover more layers of the week, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And for those wanting even more clarity, I posted a pick a card video that provides answers to whatever questions you may have in terms of yes, no, timing, or even finding out your reasons why. On June 21st, we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, respectively, due to the sun being directly above the furthest points north and south of the equator. The word solstice is derived from Latin and references the sun's apparent stoppage or standstill. This reading explores those themes. So in this first column, we look at what appears to be stopping or standing still. You have this Y card. You also have the Emperor, the World, and Two of Pentacles. In this second column, we look at what is reaching its furthest point this week. You have Raven Spirit, Truth. You have the Hanged One, the Tower, King of Cups. In this third column, we see how your energy is impacted by the solstice. And you have this card of Ancient Records. You also have 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. This card here, this card of why, kind of says, why are you asking why? Basically, figure out why you're asking the question in the first place, and that will lead you to the answer. It's kind of like the High Priestess and the Hermit, in the sense of you have an inner knowing. So whatever it is on what you're questioning, what you want to know, figure out what the motives are, and that will actually reveal, the answer to our own questions, or the answer to your questions. So it's a kind of a call for introspection. Here you have the Emperor, and this is a card of power and authority, tradition, boundaries. And then you have this World card, which is about, celebrating what you are completing and being connected to kind of everything that you've encountered on that journey, and being ready to go on a new journey, to face a new task. With the Two of Pentacles, it's a sense of, being able to manage multiple responsibilities and kind of push yourself further than you thought you could go. And it's also a card of balancing fun and responsibilities, balancing priorities, being in almost a flow of things. If you've kind of taken on a task where you know what resources are available. You kind of are prepared for it. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's making me think of cleaning the house. Not a fan of cleaning, but once I'm prepared, I've got my spray bottle and my paper towels and my gloves on. I like cleaning the sink. I go to town on that thing. And I just get into it. I get into a flow. But getting into that position is difficult. But once I'm there, there's a flow to it. So here, what appears to be stopping or standing still maybe have to do with what it is you are going to try to accomplish next, or what really drives you from the inside. With this Emperor here, there is that card of like tradition, of doing things the same way. So here it's almost as, well, what is it that you're going to do once you've mastered whatever you're working on now? So let's take a look at the Emperor. You have the Eight of Swords, and this is a card of kind of being limited. It's a self-limiting mindset, and to some degree, it's a concept of other people having power over you, and that those other people, whether they're actual people or institutions or beliefs, that those things have authority over you and are preventing you from actually being able to pursue whatever it is that you want. I guess the issue here is you have that power and you have that authority to recognize that the only things holding you back are your thoughts, how you think about yourself, and your ability to make your moves, to advance, to even, I guess, see that there are swords holding you in, as opposed to anything else. So let's take a look at this Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is also kind of a card of like negotiating different factors. So again, that concept of cleaning the sink. Even getting to the point of cleaning the sink, it's like you negotiate, well, if I have to clean the sink, then I won't be able to, get ready for going out, or I won't be able to feed the kitties, or so it's kind of negotiating certain responsibilities and factors here. So even in putting off something, we are just kind of shifting around the realities. You have the Page of Wands, and this is a card of exploration and self-expression, curiosity, energy. So here it's a sense of, getting into that flow where you're kind of excited about what you can accomplish, as opposed to just moving responsibilities around, but actually accomplishing what needs to be accomplished so that you can experience something new. Let's see what's going on with this World card here. you have the Magician. So here it's almost as if you have the potential to really manifest whatever it is you want into reality. You have the talent and the skills. You can find the resources to really put you in a situation where you can really create the world you want to live in. But this question of why is almost holding you up. It's almost as if you are feeling like you don't have control over things, that you don't have the ability to make decisions, to feel accomplished. But you do have that ability, and it may be that you aren't exactly sure what it is you want to bring into existence. So here, really this question of why is having you, your advancement, your new journey is almost, it's almost like that is at a standstill so that you can reflect on your motivations. What is it that lights you up? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that makes you feel fulfilled? What is this completion of the journey? What does it look like to you? Is it just a task that you check off your list? Or is it something that you're driven by? Are you driven by this, desire, this passion to experience life and express yourself? Is there that sense of like exuberance, or is there some type of self-limiting talk where you are giving up your own power, your own authority, and making it seem like you are unable to accomplish certain things? Here in this second column, this is what is reaching the furthest point this week. You have this Raven spirit, this truth. So in a sense, this question of why, this introspection, this is kind of the week for you to actually reach the truth that you are looking for. Or maybe you haven't been looking for it, but it's there and it's ready to be found. And this card is pretty much, having you communicate with yourself honestly and speak your truth, speak from your heart. Basically recognizing that there's certain, maybe there is this concept of an ideal authority. Maybe there's someone in your past where you kind of use them as a talking head for how you talk to yourself, as if that person wouldn't think that what you're accomplishing is that great, and so you don't even bother trying. That's the kind of the sense that I'm getting here. You also have this Tower card. So there's a belief system or something that you've built up that doesn't have a solid foundation in the material world. And divine intervention is coming in to kind of possibly pull the rug from under you, but it's needed because this has been preventing you possibly from seeing your truth. And the Hanged One here kind of goes into, connects with this Y card a little bit in terms of needing to really see things from a different perspective. Take some time to look within, to connect with your higher self, even your higher truth. And here with the King of Cups, this may be your truth, that you are, someone that really feels connected to people, perhaps empathetic, perhaps even, feel like a spiritual connection to the universe and others around you. It may be that King of Cups is about being emotionally sturdy, being able to kind of be that shoulder to cry on and not taking on other people's baggage, kind of, being there to support others. But it might be that you're still learning how to be sturdy. And, sometimes it could be that you are swept away by your own emotions, and that the truth is that you're still trying to get to this point. For others of you, it may be the truth is that there is an individual that you feel connected to. Maybe like a soulmate type of situation. But really, your truth is your truth, and it can't be trying to mirror another person's truth. Maybe this is someone, this could be a romantic significant other, this could be a friend, this could be like a parent figure or mentor, but for some of you, there's someone in your life that, perhaps you are really trying to be like, but you still need to figure out your own truth and what motivates you, what drives you. You can have similarly aligned goals, but in terms of recognizing your path, that's for you, for you to figure out. So let's take a look at this tower in the middle here. You have the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory and being recognized by others in the community as being victorious and a leader. So to some degree, this concept of power and having authority has possibly served as a building block for this tower that either is coming down or already has fallen. Let's take a look at the Hanged One. You have the Chariots. So here is a concept again of victory, of pursuing a certain goal. And this kind of goes back to that question of why. What is your motivation? What are your goals? Is it just to succeed, to get to the top, to win? What is your truth here? Now, let's take a look at the King of Cups here. You have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is, someone who is confident, has worked on, creating in the material world what they want, and is kind of enjoying the rewards of those efforts. So here, like I was saying, this King of Cups could be your ideal energy, and this truth here it's reached its furthest point, and kind of having you face what is this idea of power and success and admiration, victory, versus a connection, a heart connection with people around you, and doing that in your own time and doing it in your own way. So here we have, how your energy is impacted by this solstice. You have this Ancient Records card. And this is kind of talks about figuring out your own blueprint, your own aspect of your destiny. What is it that you want to accomplish? The lessons that you'll learn, like your journey of the Fool, So here with the Ten of Pentacles, this is a card of legacy, of multiple generations. It could be that, for some of you, maybe you're involved in a family business that you're not so sure you want to keep doing, or there's some type of path that your parents have laid out for you that you're not really interested in pursuing. Maybe it's not a family business, but they've encouraged you to go a certain way. They've been supporting you, through your education so that you can have this type of, job or career, and you're really not excited about it. Because you're starting to figure out your own truth and recognizing that, you've adopted their way of seeing things. So to some degree, it could be that that's this limiting factor here, is that you only see the one way forward for you, and that's the one that's been laid out by others. Here with the Ten of Wands, it's a sense of, again, having a goal, and that goal really possibly being more than you can handle, more than you want to do, but you are, going through the motions of it. In this deck, the Ten of Wands is kind of saying that this individual is doing a lot of hard work, but knows it'll pay off in the end. But with this Ancient Records card here, it's a question of, where the connection to the community and taking on certain goals where they are so intertwined that the concept of success is really connected to your community. And again, we have the Six of Wands, which is a card of being lifted up and recognized by your peers as someone who is victorious, is a leader, and being celebrated. So let's take a look at that Six of Wands here. You have the Nine of Cups. And this is a card of being content, having a sense of happiness, and to some degree, this feeling of success does fill you up. So I can see why this question of why is a difficult question. Let's take a look at the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Two of Cups, indicating connections and relations. Those are very key to you. So connections with your family, community, those really influence you. And that's why also this King of Cups energy also resonates with you, is because you are very much connected to people. Possibly don't want to disappoint them. Let's take a look at the Ten of Wands. You have the Lovers card. So here, this is a card not only of romantic love, partnerships of all sorts, but making decisions for the long term, for your best and highest good, being your honest, authentic self. So here it's as if it's kind of saying whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your short-term goals are, your day-to-day, minor arcana lessons that you're going through, ultimately they lead up to this, they lead to the bigger concept of who you are as a person, what you have to offer when it comes to partnerships of all kinds. And so it seems here that there's some, also I'm noticing the six is here, and the Lovers is the sixth major arcana card. So sixes are about harmony and balance. So to some degree, like, it seems you are willing to take on a lot in order to get that harmony and balance. Twos are about balance and duality as well. So to some degree, this question of why, this concept of truth, this concept of figuring out your own blueprint of how, life is meaningful for you, really has themes of balance, harmony, and connections to others, to your environment, to your higher self, to a higher power. And these are really significant soul lessons that you are going to be facing this week. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the week for you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.